Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. I'm Teresa and I'm welcoming those with their sun, moon, or rising in Taurus for a September reading. I've already cleansed, prayed over, and shuffled the decks, and I'm ready to go. I will just pause for a second so I can turn the camera around so you can see the desktop as we're pulling the cards open. All right, looks like we are ready now. Just move this over a little bit here. Okay, so the way we're going to do your reading for the month of September is first of all, we'll start with your pendulum word of the month, which I used my pendulum and my pendulum map to get this word for the sign of Taurus, and that word is navigate. So something to think about as you go throughout the month. It may we may see it come up in the cards, or maybe it'll come to you as you go through the month, or maybe you already know why this word is important. But something that Spirit wanted us to know for the sign of Taurus. All right, and then I have some keywords that I wrote on these cards, and I pulled them randomly. So I've got a couple of cards per week, and we're going to read by week. So we'll lay out cards for the first week, second week, third week, and fourth week. This row of cards or column of cards, it will be it'll represent you and your energy. This column will be the energy around you. The third column will be your challenge. And the fourth column will represent the gift from the Spirit, your gift from the universe, and or guidance from Spirit. Then if we have time at the end, then we will do some oracles. I've got some oracles laid out here for you. So we'll go ahead and just jump right in. These are some charms that I pulled. I have this little bag full of charms, and I just pulled some random charms to see if any of these have any significance too. Just a new thing that I'm trying out. This is a moose in obsidian, it looks like, and a music note. Then you get the Ace of Spades and a little word that says imagine. Then we have a butterfly and the letter Z. I'm a Taurus, and I hope this Z means I'm going to get some Z's this month. Then we have a bee, and this is a bird. Then we have one with some words on it. It says, wishes do come true, and it has a little dandelion seed. And a couple more words that say fearless and faith. I know it's hard to see from your perspective here. Oh, and we got a bull, which is appropriate for us, and a carabiner. So we'll see if any of those things kind of pop into play. Your first keywords for the week are mood and let them. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of the book Let Them by Mel Robbins. I just happen to have a copy of it right here. I love Mel Robbins, and I love this idea. The book, I think, is really repetitive, so I don't think it's a great book. I think all you need to know about this book is the ideas. You're going to just let people do what they're going to do, and then you're going to do what you're going to do. And you're not going to get yourself all wrapped up in what other people are doing. If you've spent any time in 12-step groups and have ever been to Al-Anon or read any Al-Anon kind of books, then you understand the theory of let them. It's not a new theory. It's been around forever. But anyway, it's interesting that you got that card for the first week. The first deck of cards that we're going to use for the tarot portion is the Crow Tarot. And we'll see what the first week has in store for you. Your energy is the Three of Cups. The energy around you is the Queen of Wands. The challenge is the Two of Pentacles. And the gift is the Seven of Wands. So we'll talk about these here. The Three of Cups is it's a great gift to have, a great energy to have. This is a card of celebration and friendship. You can see these crows are hanging out together, happily imbibing in these cups full of water or whatever is in there. But the idea mainly is the friendship and the celebration. That's the whole concept of the Three of Cups card. The energy around you is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is bold and charismatic, and she has a lot of energy. She's super attractive, and people just want to be around her. And she's got a great sense of humor, and but she's all about action. She wants to get things done. And she doesn't mind figuring out as she goes, but she wants to just go. Let's go. The Two of Pentacles is a challenge. I mean, the Two of Pentacles is a good card. It's a card of balance and working on, balancing the different things that you have to complete in a day or a week or a year. All of the different hats that you wear, the different roles that you play. And it is also the idea of balancing work and play. So with it being in your challenge area this month, that first week of the month, it tells me that's just something that you need to focus on right now, is making sure that you're getting the good stuff into your day as well as your work. And then the Seven of Wands as a gift from the universe. The Seven of Wands is a card of standing your ground and defending your position. You can see this crow is up on a cliff, so he's able to see the other crows and what they have, what they're bringing to the situation. He can tell that he is in the position of dominance. He's going to win his battle. He believes in it. He's confident in it. He feels convicted in his position, and that's the gift that the universe is giving you at this time is that courage of conviction. You will prevail. There's not a doubt about whether you're going to prevail or not. But when you, I think the gift would be the universe giving you that firm knowledge that you are in the right, and also give you the strength to persevere. So we'll pull some clarifying cards from the Tarot of the Abyss deck by Anne Turian. And let's see what we have here. With the Three of Cups, we have the Three of Swords. Now, this is an alternate card. I almost never get this in readings. This deck has 2 Three of Swords and 2 Three of... no, not 2 3. It's 2 Three of Swords and 2 Ten of Swords. And she developed these cards as alternates based on numerology. And I just leave them in the deck. So this is an 80 card deck instead of a 78 one. And I don't remember ever getting this card in a reading. The Three of Swords with the alternate meaning is based on the numerology. The one is the monad, and it's basically your learning. You are it's basically the journey from 1 to 10, from unknowing to knowing. And because of the suit of the swords being that of the mind and knowledge. And so the Ace of Swords is like um, the beginning of a knowledge journey. The Two of Swords is making choices, where you can figure out that you can make choices and decisions and exercise discernment. The Three of Swords is a combination of those two, and basically it's where knowledge is becoming integrated. See, the words, the letters are leaping off of the page and going into his brain. He's integrating this knowledge that he's reading. It's not just words on a page. He's starting to really understand it. So that is the energy here that Taurus has at the beginning. And so I think with the combination, I like the 2 3s together, and having this card of friendship along with this card of integrated knowledge. This tells me that maybe this is coworkers, or maybe you have a group of friends that you're, working on a knowledge project together, a book club, or or you're really learning something new from some friends, and working together on that learning process. With the Queen of Wands in the energy surrounding you, we get the Page of Wands. So these kind of go hand in hand. The Queen of Wands wants action. The Page of Wands wants to serve in this whole thing. In the idea of this card, of this deck, the page is bringing the firewood to the knight, to give to the knight to set ablaze. And then the knight delivers the fire to the queen. And the queen, uses that fire to ignite the whole thing, and, and move forward with the actual plan. And so, with the queen being here and the page being here, they're both fiery energy, about something. It's something new for this page, but it is action taking place. With the Two of Pentacles, you get the Seven of Wands. So you already have the Seven of Wands, and when you get the card again, it's like the universe saying, yeah, I meant it when I said it the first time, so let me repeat myself. Seven of Wands. You are juggling many different things and trying to fit a lot of stuff into your day-to-day life. And then you have this challenge of also defending your actions. So you might feel like you have to defend what you need in order to create this balance. Maybe you're having to defend that with your family or your workload at work, and you're trying to get buy-in from the people around you so that you can have that balance in what you need. And it's a challenge. With the gift of the Seven of Wands over here, we get the World card. Now the World is it's a card of completion. This is this person is looking through this portal. They're going through this portal, and they're about to re-enter through a new portal. When you have the completion, you are starting something new almost immediately afterwards. And all endings bring new beginnings. And that's what the World card is about. And the universe is giving you that gift of completion. Well done. Get ready for the next thing. Sorry about my dogs. Okay, let's see what week 2 has in store. Week 2, the words that we have are portal and work. So the portal, you've gone through this portal here, and work. The energy surrounding you for the second week of September is the world. So the universe is repeating themselves again with the world card. I said what I said. You are in this completion cycle. You have done a great job. You have achieved much. And now it's time for something new. And this can manifest itself in many different ways in your life, such as a new job or a new project at work, or maybe you're starting a new business or starting a new relationship, or maybe you're something is ending, something is coming to an end, and then you're getting ready to begin something new almost immediately. So then we have, in the energy surrounding you, the Seven of Swords. And I keep getting this card in readings that I'm doing for like surrounding energy. So I think this is more because of the fact that I keep getting it in this placement. I think that this is more of a national energy rather than your immediate surroundings. The Seven of Swords is about trickery and deceit. It can be about people just being resourceful and opportunistic, and maybe, maybe executing on their plan and effecting an accomplishment of their goal in maybe an outside of the box way. So it doesn't always have to be deceitful, but it's often interpreted that way as like this trickery or deceit kind of energy. And I think that's what it is. And I think it's more of a, we got to keep an eye on what those guys in charge are doing. Your challenge, we get the Justice card. The Justice card, you can see that the crow is blindfolded, just like Lady Justice is holding the scales of justice. This is also a card of balance. So we're getting this idea of balance repeating this week. And so it's a card of trying to make sure that right and wrong and, truth and justice and all of those things are balanced out. It can be a card of choices and that kind of thing. So that's coming into your challenge row. Then the gift for the second week of September is the Six of Wands. So this is you accomplishing something, doing a great job, winning, and being recognized for it. This is the universe providing that opportunity for you to take your bow in the limelight. You've accomplished something and you're getting well-deserved recognition. So that's the gift there. I'm going to pause for just a second here. Okay, so now we'll clarify these cards. For the World card, we get the High Priestess. So you're coming to the end of something. Something is coming to an end, and you're also highly in tune. The High Priestess is intuitive. She's psychic. She she doesn't, and she's potential. She is like spiritual potential. She doesn't have anything above her blocking her channel to the spirit. And so she is very much in tune. My dogs are eating ice cubes in here, so sorry for the crunching. It's not me, it's my dogs. Anyway, um, you can see she's got this crescent moon above her, so she's very in tune um, with spiritual knowledge, and she's psychic, and um, this is a very dreamy card. So as you're coming to the end of whatever this cycle is, you'll need to follow your gut instincts and be as in tune with the spirit as you can to help provide guidance as you navigate this ending. Navigate. Okay. All right. Then the next card for the Seven of Swords, we get, oh my gosh, I get the other alternative card of the Ten of Swords. This is crazy. I never get these in readings, but I got them both in one reading. So the alternate meaning for the Ten of Swords in this particular deck is an accumulation of knowledge. This is coming to the end of a cycle of knowledge and becoming a master. As I mentioned before, the suit of swords is the suit of going from unknowing to knowing. And this person has reached the pinnacle of knowledge. They are a master. They can see everything clearly, and just as clearly as this owl. So they're wise, and they can see what's going on. So this does make me feel like this is the government and this is the people. I feel like there's a lot of big things that are going to happen in this second and third week of September politically, and so it's been something I've been predicting for a little while, and I think that's what this is. That's the energy surrounding you in a wider sense, not just your immediate circle. With the Justice card, we get the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards, so it's hard to see it as a challenge. The King, he's abundant, he's wealthy, he's an entrepreneur. He's reached he's reached all of his goals. He understands the goals of people around him. He likes to mentor people. He likes to share his wealth with his family and his friends. And he's got definitely knows his business. And he with the Justice card, I think he's going to try to help with the execution of this justice, or the balancing of these scales that's going on in your challenge sector here. The King can represent a boss. This can represent, as a challenge, this could be, some kind of a legal situation that you maybe need to get, legal advice on. It could be a financial situation that you're needing to bring into balance. You need to balance the books, so to speak. So it can be a number of different things there in the earthly realm, when it comes to, finances and resources and all of that. With the Six of Wands, the gift is given at the Hermit. So they're kind of opposite energies here. The Six of Wands is taking your place in the limelight, and you are all about it. You're happy to have that recognition. But then the gift that the universe is giving you in either probably immediately afterwards, is the Hermit. It's time to retreat and reflect. Reflect on your successes and how far you've come and where you're going to go from here. All right, let's see. Third week. Let's see what these are. You've got potential. I feel like one of these other cards was a potential card. No, maybe not. Anyway, potential and Fool's Rush In. All right, let's see what the cards have to say about that. Check our time here. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands as you. Now, the Knight of Wands is, that's Fools Rushing In. The Knight of Wands he's delivering a message. He's bringing this message in. He's in a big rush, and he just is excited to deliver it. He could be kind of a hothead, more, just sort of, just very energetic and charismatic and bold, and but he might be, not thinking before he acts. He might be just rushing. And so, beware of that energy that week. Then the energy around you is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is, this is in the realm of emotions, and it's kind of a sort of a silly kind of energy. This page is bringing in or excited about an offer of love. He's sort of giddy about it. In the Rider-Waite deck, it shows a page holding a cup with a fish in it. He's looking at his fish like, look what I caught. And, he's all happy about his fish in his cup, which is just sort of silly. Then for the challenge around you, you have the Six of Swords. No, I'm sorry, not the challenge around you, your challenge. The Six of Swords is a card of moving or change. You have made a decision that you're going from here to over here. You're going from this place to that place. You are deciding, nobody's forcing you to go, but you are, and you're excited about the journey, but you have a little bit of a sense of bittersweet tendency about this, about leaving this place behind. So that can manifest itself in a sorry about the frog in my throat, in about like a new job or a new place. You could be moving house. It could be going on a trip, an actual trip. It can be a number of different things that comes in, how that comes into play. The gift from the universe for this week is the Death card. So with the world cards that we're seeing here signifying the ending and the new beginning, that's reiterated here by the Death card. And this is considered a gift. The universe is giving you the gift of letting you know this thing is over. It's over. And then, but with every death comes a rebirth. Can you see this bird here is dead, but this bird is rising from this bird. The new life is already beginning. The ending brings the new beginning almost immediately. So let's see what the clarifiers have to say. With the Knight of Wands, you get the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about planting your seeds, or your seeds are already planted. It's about evaluating your seeds and looking at your crop, or in this case, the woman is baking bread. So checking your recipe, checking the loaves that you've already baked. Are they rising the way you expected them to? Are they coming out of the oven looking the way they need to? Do they need to be cooked longer or not quite as long? Do they need to be, do you need to adjust your recipe at all? Are they too sweet or not sweet enough? What is it that needs to be done with this recipe in order to adjust it to make it more perfect? With this Knight of Wands combined with the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, he's all about rushing in and charging forward with his plans. And this Seven of Pentacles energy is coming in and saying, hold on, let's check and adjust and make sure that we're heading in the right direction. With the Page of Cups, we get the Tower. And the Tower, I do think that this is a global or like a national kind of thing. And when things come crumbling down, when we get the Tower card, it's because it has to happen. This foundation has to be torn out. This whole thing needs to come crumbling down in order to rebuild. And there may have been, signs and indications ahead of time that this all really needed to be taken care of in different ways. But for whatever reason, the people involved did not heed those signs. And so the universe just comes in and says, okay, well, here, let me fix it for you. And the universe just destroys it all. And we start over. You have to rebuild. So this Page of Cups can be the foolish, overly emotional people involved in the whole scenario. And this is, this destruction. I do think it's a national political kind of thing rather than your immediate surroundings, but it is going to be energy that impacts you as it will impact all of us. The Six of Swords, we get the Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, as I talked about earlier, the swords is the journey from unknowing to knowing. This is a new idea that is coming in, and this new idea is coming in as a result of this move or change that is taking place. As soon as you execute this move or change, then you've got new ideas to build upon. And change and new things, those can be challenging. They can be exciting, but they can be challenging, especially for Taurus. We are a stable crew. We like things to kind of stay the same, but things are going to get shaken up a little bit here. With the Death card, we get the Six of Wands. So again, the universe wants to make sure that we are getting the recognition that we deserve. So you will be recognized and rewarded for the good job that you're doing, whatever it is that you're working on. And it's not going to go unnoticed. Let's look at the fourth week. Fourth week, we get keywords of frequency and go outside. I like go outside for sure. Let's look at what our tarot cards have to say to us. We get the High Priestess again. Okay, so we have gotten multiple repeats. We've gotten the World repeated. We've gotten the High Priestess repeated. We had the Six of Wands repeated. I think we had something else repeated, if I remember correctly. No, I don't know if we had another repeat, but we did. The universe is definitely repeating themselves in the cards for Taurus, so that is something to keep in mind. Like maybe watch for those repetitive messages as you go through the month. If you hear something a couple of times, then take notice. So the High Priestess, you get this again. This is take notice of your gut instincts. Be paying attention to your dreams and your intuition, and any kind of psychic flashes. If you get any moments of deja vu, or you see angel numbers popping up, just take notice of those instances. The energy surrounding, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about attending to the details. So there will be a focus in the surrounding energy around you. There will be a focus on the details. The person involved in this Eight of Pentacles, they are an apprentice. They are working hard at this job that they have. They really want to progress in their job, and so they are paying very close attention to the fine detail work in order to make sure that they develop the expertise that they want to display. In your challenge for the final week, we get the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a manifesting card, but it is it can be a new venture. It can be a new financial venture, a new job. It is something new, and that can present a challenge. But let's see what the clarifying card has to say about that, because it's such a great manifesting card that it's hard to view it as a challenge. But maybe the clarifier will help me understand that. The final gift from the universe here from this deck is the Ten of Cups. I mean, you don't get a better gift than that. I mean, the Ten of Cups is happy family. There's the couple, there's the children, there's the peace and the serenity, the 10 cups and the rainbow above them. Birds singing, plants growing, everything is wonderful. This is a card of abundance and wishes come true. Then let's see what the clarifiers say. The clarifiers, let's see, we have the Hanged One. So the Hanged Man is another sort of solitary kind of reflection card. This is more of a forced reflection, where you're walking along and you get yanked up by a rope. It wraps around your foot, yanks you up into a tree, and while you're waiting for help, you've got to just sort of hang there and figure out, what are you going to do next, or how are you going to attract help? But in the meantime, you're going to look at things from a different perspective, and that combined with the High Priestess, that's a great combination of energy here. The High Priestess is very tuned into her intuition, and sometimes looking at things from a different perspective is all you need to be able to know what Spirit is trying to tell you. With the Eight of Pentacles, we get Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about the distant shore. It's waiting for your ship to come in. In the Two of Wands, you're making plans and laying laying out your dreams for the future. And the Three of Wands is that future arriving. This is the inevitable arrival of the future. It's about heading to a distant shore. It can be like considered, it's an exciting new adventure, and heading to a different place. It can be a leaving. And so I think with the global energy, attending to the details and maybe looking at how things are going in the rest of the world, um, adding those two together, that I can see that being like a national energy kind of situation. But it can be something in your own immediate energy surrounding you, where somebody around you has been paying attention to the details of the work that you're doing, and they're going to advance you and promote you. Maybe that's another way of looking at it. There can be a number of interpretations, obviously, but it can be a widespread energy, or it can be closer to home. With the Ace of Pentacles, we get the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords I talked about earlier as, I believe, as being a challenge. It's about choices and executing on your own power of discernment. It goes in between the One of Swords and the Three of Swords. The woman has a choice to make. She has these two different personas, her two different masks. Which one is she going to put on? How is she going to move forward from this stalemate position that she's in? And the idea is that she's really struggling to make a decision, because saying yes to one means saying no to another. And she's just sort of stuck and refusing to make that decision. And that is definitely a challenging energy to have. And this can be in combination with maybe a new job offer, or new project, or new responsibilities at work. And you're at a crossroads and having a hard time figuring out which way you're going to go. But you do have the ability to make this decision. You have everything you need to make the decision. And all you have to do is make it. You have the ability to make that power of discernment. With the Ten of Cups, we get that clarified with the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, these are two of the happiest cards in the minor arcana. We have the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence and abundance. This woman has all of the things, or most of the things, that she wants and needs. She's just so content in her garden with her birds and her plants, and she just feels very content and abundant. And that's what the energy here too. So the universe has definitely got great things in store for you, Taurus. Okay, so let's look at the time. And yeah, we have time to do some quick oracle. We'll do a really quick breeze through on these. The first oracle that we'll use is from a deck called the Inner Eye Oracle. And the one that you get is Six of Spades. It comes with a key on it, and it shows solution as the word. Solutions surround you, and sometimes you just need the key in order to unlock the door. So you need to, I think, in combination with your tarot cards here, really cluing into the looking at things from a different perspective, really cluing into that High Priestess energy that came in a couple of times, and looking at things in letting knowledge that you're learning get integrated, you'll be able to see what around you is the key and the solution to whatever the situation is. Then your angel number card is 454. Embrace change and take courageous steps to unlock opportunities for personal growth and spiritual transformation. You definitely have changes in your tarot cards here, with the World card coming up a couple of times, with the Death card. There's definitely the Six of Swords card. There's changes coming. And so watch for that number, that 454. When you see 454 on the clock, or you see 454 on a receipt, or maybe those numbers are in that order in a telephone number that you have to dial, that is just a little whisper from the universe saying to remember, changes are coming and you need to embrace it. Then the final card that we have for you is from the Awakening Intuition deck. And this one, that's appropriate considering you got the High Priestess twice. Your card says, respect guidance dreams. Sleep can be a time of mystical awakening. Not all dreams convey intuitive messages, but drawing this card indicates you're currently receiving some interesting sixth sense guidance between the sheets. At dawn, quickly record the vivid, memorable nuances of your nocturnal adventures. Discern which of your nightly dreams deserve your waking attention. So you might be getting messages in your dreams, so pay attention to those and try to capture them immediately on awakening, because they can be so fleeting. All right, that is your reading for the month of September, Taurus. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified of my next reading. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care and have a wonderful month.